Well, good evening once again. Day 112 of the Biden administration. And just a few hours ago, Wyoming Republican Congresswoman Liz Cheney came to the House floor, an empty chamber except for one other Republican, to deliver a powerful warning to her party and to her country. It won't save her from what's happening to her tomorrow. In fact, it's more of why she is getting replaced as head of the Republican House caucus, because she won't go along with the lie that Trump somehow won the election.
Today, we face a threat America has never seen before. A former president who provoked a violent attack on this Capitol in an effort to steal the election has resumed his aggressive effort to convince Americans that the election was stolen from him. He risks inciting further violence. Millions of Americans have been misled by the former president. They have heard only his words, but not the truth, as he continues to undermine our democratic process, sowing seeds of doubt about whether democracy really works at all. The Electoral College has voted. More than 60 state and federal courts, including multiple judges the former president appointed, have rejected his claims. The Trump Department of Justice investigated the former president's claims of widespread fraud and found no evidence to support them. The election is over. That is the rule of law. That is our constitutional process.
Well, how about that? New reporting from the New York Times indicates her removal will come the same day that former Trump acting Attorney General Jeffrey Rosen will tell lawmakers investigating January's Capitol insurrection and riot that, quote, the Justice Department saw no evidence to undercut President Biden's election win. His prepared statement also goes on to note that the Justice Department had been presented with no evidence of widespread voter fraud at a scale sufficient to change the outcome of the 2020 election. Republicans have not only continued to question the vote, but in the name of so-called election integrity, they are passing more laws to restrict voting across the country. Today, Arizona, indeed, became the latest state to do so when their governor, the Republican Doug Ducey, signed a measure removing infrequent mail voters from the state's popular early voting list, just like that. And in the Senate today, Democrats and Republicans faced off over a bill to secure voting rights, with leaders of each party in attendance and making their case.
Every Republican in this room knows Joe Biden won the election fair and square. Everyone. Everyone knows that Donald Trump perpetrated the big lie. The price of admission in today's Republican Party is silence in the face of provable lies. Lies that right now are poisoning our democracy and exciting a plague of voter suppression.
Our democracy is not in crisis, and we aren't going to let one party take over our democracy under the false pretense of saving it. The Democratic Party, on its own, wants to rewrite the ground rules of American politics for their benefit. We all know that's what this is about.
NBC News has confirmed that over 100 Republicans, including some former elected officials, are now threatening to form a third party if the Republican Party does not make certain changes, namely getting rid of Trump's grip on the Republican Party.